Good morning. We have Tori and Aubriella with us here today, and we're glad that you're here with us also. We're going to do something a little different today, and I've already told Tori and Aubriella about it. But I want to tell them and you, this is the Godly Play Worship Center. When we're here in this worship center, there are a lot of people who like to talk to God in quiet places like this, and so we talk a little softer and we move a little slower, and we just kind of are very familiar that someone else might be talking to God, so we wouldn't want to interrupt them. So today we're going to do a parable. A parable is kind of like a story, kind of like a fable, you know, like Aesop's fables. A parable is kind of like this. And this box looks like a parable because parables are very precious, like gold, and this box is gold. Also, it looks like a present, and parables are kind of like presents. They've already been given to us. We can't buy them. We can't steal them, we can't take them, they are already ours. They already belong to us. And there's one other thing that makes me think this is a parable. It has a lid on it. And parables sometimes feel like they have a lid on them. And when you take the lid off, there's something really precious inside. So, I should take the lid off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what in the world could this be? It's big and it's green and it's round. What do you think it might be? Maybe it's a big green balloon. Could be. If you were right up here looking down on it, that might be the top of a tree. What else might it be? What do you think, Gabrielle? Think it might be grass? Could be grass. Could be a big meadow. Well, let's see if there's anything else in here that'll help us. Okay? Wow. What do you think that is? What do you think?
It's a
I think maybe it's a mirror. I don't see much in it though.
it's a lily pad.
You think it's a lily pad. What do you think, Aubrielle? What do you think it might be?
I don't know.
Something blue. Maybe it's a piece of sky. Maybe it's a piece of sky that fell right down there. What would it look like if it were blue like this and in the middle of green grass?
Oh, the green is a pond and the blue is a lily pad.
Could be. Oh, okay, that's a thought. Right. Okay, well, let's see what else we got. Wow. These don't have any color in them at all. They're so dark. What do you think they might be?
Lily pads.
You think they're lily pads too?
They
Could
look like
be
raindrops.
big raindrops. They would be big raindrops, wouldn't they? Okay. Well, could be. Could it be just maybe rocks?
No, they're plants.
Plants. Could be. Maybe it's a dark forest.
Maybe there's like clues in the forest, maybe.
Could be. I don't know. Let's see what else is in here, okay? Well, maybe this is a road. And if this were the beginning, this would be the end, and this could be the beginning, and this could be the end. So maybe it's a road.
Maybe.
More of these.
The whole road is
here, if we put it right here, maybe this is the road.
Logs. They're logs.
Oh, she thinks they're logs.
They might be.
You think so? Well then, let's see. There are a lot of them in here.
Wow.
Let's
Those
see.
are logs.
So we could do like this,
Square.
huh? Right, we could make a square like
A log with
this.
the squares on it.
Right. Could it maybe be even a log cabin?
Ooh.
Like this.
And then there's like a little
One
pond.
here.
And then like some rocks, maybe.
Maybe. Well, let's just keep, wow, this place is getting strong here. Whatever it is, it's gonna be a nice, safe place to be inside.
Wait. It looks like a square with the swimming pool. Looks like a swimming pool square.
Oh, you think this is a swimming pool, huh?
And then
Okay.
wait, no. That could be the cabin. That
Oops.
could be the pool. Or, and that could be like the plants that are around.
Could be. Well, I can tell though, this would be a really safe place to be, because it's pretty strong from the outside. Well, if something lived in here,
It would be a frog.
if it were a pond, it would. But we need a way to get in and out. Let me take these and just do this, and then we'll have a way to get in and out, okay?
Oh yeah, because that could be like the opening, and when you go inside, you gotta close the door.
And then you can close it,
And
kind of
then
like
if
a
you-
door, yes.
If you want to come out, you can open it.
Open it the other way.
Shut it.
Could be. Let's see what else is in here. There's still stuff in here. I think you're going to maybe a little surprised.
Animals.
What kind of animals? What are
Oh,
these?
Farmers.
These are sheep, exactly.
It's a farm. It's a farm.
This is a nice, safe place to keep sheep. And it's called a sheepfold. It's called a sheepfold because the sheep are folded
Oh,
safely inside of it. Okay? So this is a sheepfold. Okay. Let's go tell the story now, okay? There once was a man who said such amazing things and did such wonderful things that people began to follow him. But they didn't know who he was. And so finally they just had to ask him. And he said, I am the Good Shepherd. I know all of my sheep and they know me. I can call them by name. And when I need for my sheep to follow me out, I call them. They know the sound of my voice and they follow me. I lead them into the green grass for them to eat. And then I call their names and they follow me beside the cool, still waters for a drink of water. They follow me when I call their name, and I can lead them through the dark, dangerous places. I lead them back home to the sheep pen. I count my sheep as they come into the sheep pen. And if one of them is missing, I will go into the grassy grass and see if he's there. I will call the name of the sheep as I look for him by the cool, still waters. And when I found my sheep, I pick him up and carry him home, even though he's very heavy, and I am very tired. And when all of my sheep are safely back in the sheepfold, I am so happy. But I can't be happy all by myself, so I call my friends, and we all have a feast. Now, I would just wonder, beginning of the story, the shepherd said he called his sheep by name. Do you think they've got names? What would you name these sheep? What's a good name for a sheep? What do you think,
I
Kelly?
don't know.
Well, I think we should call one Tori,
Gabriella.
one Aubriella,
One Marin.
Marin. Okay, I've got two great grands, Lincoln and Keziah. So they're named, okay? Took care of that. Very good. Do you think these sheep are happy inside this nice fold? They've got a wonderful shepherd to take care of them. I think they're happy here.
This is the darkness, and this is the water.
Right.
And that's their home.
And this is their home. Exactly. Exactly.
But where does he sleep? Right there.
Well, he probably has to stay out. Shepherds used to have cloaks that they would wrap around them, and they would stay with their sheep at night. He might come in even inside the fold with them at night, so that he is safe too. Of course, he's partying right now with all of his friends. They're having a feast right now, aren't they? So, have you ever had to go through some dark places of danger?
Yeah.
Have you?
I went to this camp one day, and we had to go through this cave, and we saw bats. And I was too scared, so I had one of my cabin people stay next to me the whole time and carry me.
That was very nice. That must have been at the Cathedral Domain. Yes, I know. I've been in there. That is a scary place because did they turn off all the lights and make it black, and it never gets any light in it at all. It is really, really scary there. You're right. But you had someone who safely led you, didn't you? You had a good shepherd. That's great. You ever been anywhere? Have you ever been lost? Have you ever felt like you've been lost and you can't find your mom? So,
I did it in a store. I was picking out candy, and my mom left me where I was, and I called her name and I found her.
But you were kind of scared until you found her, right? Yeah. Well, I expect these sheep are pretty much like that.
She told me she was right next to the same thing, so she was right behind me.
She wasn't far away,
Yeah.
but you just didn't see her. She knew where you were, right?
She was over here behind. She was in another aisle, and until I found her.
Yes,
I'm
right.
losing my voice.
It sounds like I am too, right? Well, we know that the Good Shepherd cares about his sheep, and these sheep care about him. Do you have any idea where this might really be? What do you think this might really be?
Farm? No. remember the name. I think it's a country that used to have these things.
Could be. Could be.
It
Well,
looks like a
you may
farm.
want to tell this story yourself in a little while. I'm going to put it back up, and what I'm going to do is put it up in reverse order.
Ooh.
Put the put the shepherd in first because he's the last one that comes out. Then the sheep.
Cutlets and sheep.
Okay, and then we need these up because they were the next
like
thing.
logs.
Yeah, it's kind of like walls, and I don't know, maybe it was just fence
It's
posts.
a pin.
It was a pen, right? It was a sheepfold, right? And they kind of go in there like that. And then I think these came next,
They did.
and then the cool, clear waters,
And this.
and then this, right?
It's the
Exactly,
big.
right.
It looks like pizza now.
Yeah, it does look like a pizza when you put it on green pizza. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if
think
I'd like
moldy.
that. A good vegetable pizza. Yummy.
Oh, or moldy pizza.
Okay, the story we just heard. I forgot to get matches. I forgot to get them out. Is in our Bibles. And it's in two different places in the Bibles. And I've marked one of them in this one and the other one in this one. Well, I get a handle, will you? I've marked it right here, Aubriella, if you look right there, okay? And got it. We call this the Christ candle. And it reminds us that, there we go,
Wow.
that Jesus is always with us,
Ooh.
especially when we're reading the Bible.
Ooh, and that's like the little cross.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly, and this is the snuffer, we'll get it out later. Okay, the first one we want to read, which one of you has the 23rd Psalm? You do, Tori. Would you read the first 3 verses of the 23rd Psalm? Do you find it? It's on the left page. I think it's right. So, oh no, you're right. It's 23. Where does it starts right down here, and to get to the third one, you're gonna have to turn the page. Yes.
The Lord is my shepherd. He gives me everything I need. He lets me lie down in fields of green grass. He leads me beside quiet waters. The voice of the Lord strikes
I think
me.
you turned 2 pages.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
He gives me new strength. He guides me in the right paths for honor of his name.
Okay, that's fine. Now let's, Aubriella, you are on chapter 15. Do you see a 15 on there?
I
You
don't
see-
know how to read.
You don't know how to read? Well, then we'll read with you, okay?
Wait,
Right, we're gonna start at, wait a minute, that's not it. Yes, it is, okay.
I don't have a page.
Yo, that one is not marked in
Ah.
your book. You can look at her page number and you can find it, though. It's Luke 15,
The story of lost sheep.
the lost sheep, exactly. Right. And I'm gonna start at verse 3. Do you see where verse 3 is? Can you find the 3, Gabriella? It's 15 and then verse 3. Yes, good. Then Jesus told them a story. He said, suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one. Won't he leave the 99 in the open country? Won't he go and look for the one lost sheep until he finds it? When he finds it, he will joyfully put it on his shoulders and go home. Then he will call his friends and neighbors together. He will say, Be joyful with me. I have found my lost sheep. Yes, good. All right. So that's exactly the story we just told. Did you know that the shepherd was Jesus?
Yeah, because it kind of said, with, if the shepherd the shepherd used to be, alive, but now Jesus is not alive. And I was like, it's kind of getting a feeling of Jesus. And I was like, that tells about Jesus.
That's right. And that's what the story is about Jesus. And if it's about Jesus, who are the lost sheep then? Or who are the sheep? Think on that one, see if you can figure that out. The thing you read, the Psalm 23, is one of the most famous Psalms. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And so it's a good one if ever you want to memorize something out of the Bible. That is a wonderful one to memorize.
These pages are soft.
They are soft, aren't they? Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to change this light because the light of Jesus is right here with just us and our friends right now. I'm going to change it so that it can be anywhere, with anyone, in any place.